Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Ponds Done Cheaply. Not cheaply as in crappy, but cheaply as in you can find this stuff in a lot of weird places. And if you've been following, the last time I posted was 8 months ago. It is now it's May 29th, I believe it is. And this is my spring foliage. Some new plants in here that you may not have seen, or that color does not on these plants right here. It does not compare to actually being here. Really beautiful blues. I just picked up this angel wing. Apparently it grows like 18 by 18 and has some yellow flowers, rarely flowers. Just picked that up. Some tulips, but not tulips, some lilies for my wife. Planting a peace lily out here for the summertime. See how big she grows. I mean, anything that's filtering the pond water is amazing, so I'm excited. I have my lily pads growing all in this pond up here. Creeping Jenny, pansies. I got my maples. Oh, pardon me. Some ivy. I have some mint here to keep the mosquitoes away. Got some lavender over here to keep some mosquitoes away. The name of that green and yellow plant is completely escaping me. And also this plant, I got two varieties of that. Then I found out what this tree was. Remember guys, this thing was only down there 8 months ago. Apparently it's in the magnolia family. Pardon me if I butchered the name, but it is Loriodendron Tulifer. I probably butchered the crap out of it. Apparently it's in the same family as my magnolia trees here, and but this species here grows to be approximately 160 feet tall. Doesn't start spreading out its branches until about 100 foot tall. It will be leaving this pond area soon because I really don't have any place for it. It's kind of interesting because I didn't plant it here, so it had to come from some kind of bird droppings or rodent or whatever. I guess squirrel's a rodent, but no, it's kind of interesting that it just popped up out of nowhere. I really thought it was a mutation of my English ivy here. I got two varieties, but this English ivy here is also over here, growing up, covering up the bottom part of the house. So which is really exciting for me. I love how it covers up. My hostas this year are monstrous. And this one's just about to start putting out flowers. Got another stem there growing up, or stalk growing up for flowers. Don't remember the name of this aquatic plant or marginal plant, but she's growing up pretty nice. Going to get its own little flowers here. And there we go. So I mean, a lot of things interesting. I moved that plant overwintered from up there. I put it down here because this area gets the most sun. We'll see how big it gets. Give it a little. Plus the roots on this plant were just oh god, they're dying and stuff like that. And so when I moved over here, the goldfish decided to clean it up and leave the good roots. So something for them to nibble on, I guess. Got my grass plants. Got my Canya lily starting to show face. Really cool. I got my spider here. See if I can actually zoom in on him. There he goes. Last night he started making his little web right there. There's a light, and man, as soon as he got done finishing that web, he was like nailing prey. Prey was landing there left and right. So yeah, these pansies were a gift to my wife. All I did was rinsed off the dirt. It was a Mother's Day gift, and she said I could use it for a pond. I stuck them in there, put the roots in the water. They're doing fantastic. Here's another one of them spiders, if I can get it in focus. Hold on, where's she at? There she is. Now, a lot of awesome what am I gonna say, fauna popping up over here. I'm housing some black goldfish for a friend of mine that is redoing his pond here in town. I did have some issues with leakage with the pond, and I didn't know where it was coming from. But what I did was I put Great Stuff pond foam under there, and that's what it turned out to look like. It looks like rocks to me, and close enough anyway. Threw some rocks on top. Same thing under here, came up and around. I'm going to add some more going around to this water, folks. I really want to add a bigger pump. Come up here. Again, if you watch my other videos, that's an oil pan. It costs $1 at the dollar store with some stone in it as a filtration media. Sit on top of some rocks, pumping water in here, giving a little water movement for the fish that are in here. And then it just creeps over right here, flows down and around. Oh yeah, that's my new plant right there. Actually I got two of them. They are Strobilanthus. Apparently they grow 4 to 6 feet tall with those beautiful leaves, and the soil can't be dry. So I figured I'll stick the ends in the water, let them partially be part of the filter media there, see what happens. I did put some pothos in there. I don't know if they're not enjoying the sun or what. They were green. They were doing really well in the house. I had the roots in the water. Usually you stick them in fish tank filters and stuff like that, and they actually decrease the nitrates and nitrites and the ammonia build up. So as we're going through, I have this weed right down here growing, and that's just really well. It covers up a lot of stuff in the pond. It's a nuisance in my grass. Just it's a runner, and it just looks really cool there. I figured the English ivy would have took over, but it didn't, and that stuff grew in and found its way. So it's really looking really natural over there right now. Then I got a little bit of pond showing. Pond line is showing over there. That's I'm hoping to get some growth and stuff like that of plants. Really hoping the English ivy would have crossed over there by now, but hey, time. It only takes time. Got my peacock ferns growing in here. They're supposed to be huge, but I'm really thinking they're limited in growth because this area, this whole pond here, only gets about maybe 3 hours of sun total, which keeps the growth from exploding, but it also keeps some of the growth of some of the plants down. Like I said, the creeping Jenny's doing good. Sun, I get a lot of sun over here in this area here. This is one of my daughter's plants right here. It looks like the greenage likes it, but the flowers don't seem to like that hot sun beating up on it. This angel's growing in nice. Angel wing here. It's something new for me. I'm hoping it overwinters. It has a negative 5 degrees Celsius tolerance, so we'll see what happens with that. Got another fern here. I'm not sure the specific type of fern, but it's just showing up its color. I'm really trying to cover up the edging of the pond here, because these are plastic ponds, like I said in earlier videos. Free, bought the rubber liner here. I bought free. I found this at a fishing location, and then free I found this one in trash. And again, in my other videos, I do have I have that pond, the other pond in the backyard right now, waiting to be used. It also has a bulk fitting in it, so I'm trying to figure out how to use it properly. This is my favorite view of the house. Looking down at it, I mean, I got my reds, my greens, I got my variegated plants, got my aquatic grasses, my azalea. I got it's a holly bush of some sort in there covering up my light. Have another light right here. Again, the lighting's not perfect, but eventually maybe I'll bump into someone that knows how to really do lighting and help me out on this project. But let's keep this thing under an hour. I'd like to just point out that the snail's probably been here all day, just chilling in the flow. And last night I had the great opportunity to hear my bullfrog croaking a couple times, and then later on that night we got a picture of him sitting in that same location, just hanging out and chilling. So it's really cool. I mean, there's all kinds of life teeming in here. I mean, plants are surviving or thriving in here. I mean, it's like a jungle. The only problem I am noticing with this type of setup here, I like the jungle look myself personally. Oh, I do have more flow. I got to speak on that. Shoot, I need more time. I need more of your time if you're just paying attention. But the only problem I am having is the little red tiny bugs. It's either it's some kind of mite, they kind of squish easy, or they're chiggers. And I'm not sure which ones they are, but I am getting them. I do keep my yard fairly mowed. I mow it at least once a week. So I'm not sure where they're coming from, but we'll take care of them with some diatomaceous earth and get rid of those little buggers because they're an annoyance when you're trying to sit out here and just relax. So yeah, my pumping system here, I have my pumps at the bottom of this pond. Obviously, you know, I try to keep it to the lowest point. And I had a lot of leaf litter over the winter, gather up in there, start clogging up my pond or my pumps. Bought another pump just for extra flow, and noticed that they're still getting clogged up. I did my cleaning, my spraying, but I thought, man, what am I doing? I got all these fish in here. I mean, because before I even took on the blackfish, and when I need a filter. So what I did is I got a pot, a little 5-gallon pot that you would find these kind of plants in, real soft. I drilled a bunch of holes in it, put 3 pumps in there, and then I put bio balls in there, surrounded the pumps, put a little window screen on top, threw some stone in there, covered up my hoses. I mean, you can barely see the hoses in here. If I get close enough, you can see one of them. And ran my hoses. And really, you can't see any of the hoses at this time, so I just put it in that plant, that weird plant I tried, a purple plant, and just covering up the hose, and that should take the attention away from it. And I got 2 of them running up here, giving the flow. Not really happy with the flow. I mean, I wish it was more. So I mean, I might get a bigger pump. I don't know how big of a pump I can actually get. I'll build it I'll build another like a bio filter for that. But and I have another one coming up through here. The hose actually sits. You can barely see it. I don't know if you can see it in the video. Nah, can't see it in the video, but it sits behind that potted plant, that potted cannula. So anyhow, I mean, this is the growth from last year, and the new plants in here. Extremely exciting up here, down to what my wife calls boring. But for me, when I'm just sitting here chilling out up by the pond, get to hear the water trickling, I get to see the fish moving. And I get to say, well, I created this home for them. And then when you're sitting up here, you look straight on down, you're like, wow, look at that. Looks like it's wrapping around the side of my house. So, I'll leave you with that, guys. Not going to bore you with all the crazy details of how it catches the rainwater off the gutter. That's how I keep this thing full. You know, if you guys hit the subscribe button if you like it, comment, ask questions. I can tell you right now, all you need to know is you just got to look for what you want. You'll find it. So a lot of times it's free. People try to sell these things for extraordinary amounts of money, like almost what they're worth, and they've been in the ground for 10 years in a store. So I mean, you can do this for real cheap. Keep it on low budget. And enjoy a little piece of nature. Good day.